Hello, everybody. Welcome, Whitman Think Tank Television. I'm Erin Johnson, your host. And today we have with us Miss Ariel Koonce Fortes, who was on our show a few years ago when she first opened her business in Whitman. And today she's going to talk to us all about what it's like now, a few years later. Hi, Ariel.
Hey there. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to see you. Thank you. Okay, so it has been a while since we've seen you. And we've had this difficult last year. What has it been for you? What did you have to close? I guess what I mean. Did you have to close during COVID at some point?
Yeah. So at some point I did have to close for a little while. I had planned that we'd have a rocky road anyway. And then many of our clients know this if they're watching, but I had gotten surprisingly pregnant. So I was due to have the baby literally just before everything started breaking out in China. So I had a Valentine baby. My baby came on February 14th. We stayed at the hospital for thank you, for 4 days. The moment we got home, day 2 of being home with baby and family over, everything starts breaking out on the news. So I thought anyway, there would be sort of a, online sales only kind of thing. Of course, I wouldn't be able to do private shops, but I was really thinking to give myself about, 2 months or so operating like that. But then by then, everything had shut down. So we did have to shut down, and shut down meaning I wasn't open to doing what I do here, for my clients, which is personal one-on-one service and attention when they come in. It had to be more so online, which was a little tough because a lot of my customers really only used online just to see what we have before they come into the boutique. So we did have to close. We closed for a long while, actually. We did, but we did start to open back up at a certain point for customers to come in only on a one-on-one basis. So we did have to close. Thank God things started to get a little bit better. So we was able to slowly start mixing customers back in for one-on-one personal service. So yeah, we did have to, unfortunately, it was very scary.
Oh, that's good. And you're open now?
So we are open now, but we have reverted our model back a little bit to, what we've done in the past. Only when we moved to this location here on Washington Street was we open to the public, totally walk in, whenever you're free, whenever we have open hours. That was kind of a new model that we adapted to when we moved here, to just because we had heard from people that that's what they wanted. So if you're going to be here, I'll be here, right? But, since the pandemic, not everybody is out and about like that, and the traffic just still isn't there. So we've had to change our model a little bit, in that we're doing, one-on-one appointments still, small groups. We're doing walk-ins for sure, always open hours on Saturday mornings. That seems to be the hot time that everyone wants to come pop in, they say, right, and not necessarily do an appointment. So we are doing a little bit here and there, and we are always still operating online as well.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, do you still have events? Because I know you had events before, people could plan parties there and things. Yeah. So, small. So we did say that we'd start small, and as things get better, which they are. So it's So the more things progress and the more things Whitman is doing. Kudos to everybody out here in the community who's doing what they need to get us to progress and just move on with our lives, us, our kids, everybody, right? So I've been just kind of watching the numbers, and as the numbers have gotten better, so has the availability in terms of what we're willing and able to do. Now, we're not back to having 25, 30 women at a time in the boutique, but we've had, up to 10 women at a time doing small events. We always still do virtual. So that's something that we picked up on huge during the pandemic, where, you'll have 4, 6, 8 girlfriends from all over the world. Actually, it's actually been really
cool, who miss each other to death and cannot travel. And so they've kind of tapped in. And I use the same, model where we use the Zoom, and then, they tap in, they'd have their rosé or champs, whatever they're doing at their home. And I would meet them here at the boutique. And then we would just have girl chat. I would give them their time, and then I would do the same kind of thing individually while here, and they're there. So we're still doing those kinds of things. And then we've also opened up to smaller events, up to 10, 12. There hasn't been many cases at all here where we're at. So locally, of course, we probably be willing to do a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And I love this Zoom format because I can see your shop in the background.
Yeah.
You only brought like one piece of jewelry, so that's all anyone can see. But now they can see the whole shop in the background there.
Oh, for sure. I don't want to mess up the whole video and everything, but I would on every Saturday when we do Lose live every Saturday on Facebook and Instagram at 12 p.m. Eastern. And so what I'll usually do is I'll take this and walk it around the boutique to show everyone what it is. But I don't want to, disrupt what's happening.
Okay. No, not right now. But yeah. Oh, that's good.
But you should see some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned social media. Can you tell us where we can find you online?
For sure. So we are on Facebook. Everything is at Fashion Fun Pop. We've done a lot of work on trying to keep the branding consistent to make it easy for people to find us. Unfortunately, we'll always have some like, where I can't find you, right? And so we just do all that we can. So you can find us at Fashion Fun Pop. Everything is consistent. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram. You can find some stuff on Pinterest. Even though we've had a little funky when we loaded our new site, we've had a little funky issues, but soon you'll be able to see much that you'll see on our website and social media on Pinterest as well. People can pin it to their boards and, find the look and all of that. So that's work in progress. You can find us on our website, fashionfunpop.com. We're on Twitter, but we're not those people who are on Twitter every second, hashtagging everything all over the place. We are, myself and my husband, we are entrepreneur parents. So we don't really have time for all of that, but we are there, and we would get any kind of messaging from anyone from there.
Oh, that's great. And what's your address here in Whitman?
So we're at 560 Washington Street. Right in the center of Whitman. We are, centrally located with a lot of other really cool small businesses. And sorry, this is a shameless plug because we think they're awesome. Restoration Coffee just moved across right next door on the corner. So we always say that that's a good landmark because they're right on the corner. And also it gives us a chance to say, hey, go visit the new business down here. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can you tell us about the merchandise you carry? I know you carry a variety of things. Yeah.
For sure. So we haven't really changed what we do in terms of the offering because it's right along with what we do. And for the women who shop here, we have such a variety of customer that walk to the door, from the one who's coming here because now she has a new job and she has to switch it up. So she needs maybe a little bit more modest, or maybe it's a daughter, auntie, mom, Nana, and they're all coming because they have a function at church. So they need a little bit more of a modest dress. But then we have, a blogger who wants to come in and it's like, listen, crop top is everything. What do you have crop top? So we have that too, with the people who like the classics, the regular button downs, just classy blouses. Or me, I'm a denim crazy person. I love denim. So you'll find everything denim here: tops, jackets, pants, dresses, all that. Right. And so we still carry a variety of things at a variety of price points. So we're not going to change that model because we want just about every woman, whether you're a size extra small or whether you're 3X, to come in and say, I have this thing. Can you help me get that? And I want to be able to still have all the resources, even if it's not in the store, because we do special order as well. Even if it's not in the store, to be able to help her so she's not out here shopping 20,000 stores to find what she needs. Right?
Yeah. And you really do give people a lot of individual attention when they're there.
Thank you. Thanks, Erin.
Can you tell us approximately what people can expect to spend there?
Sure. So it all depends on what your budget is, and the other what you're looking for. So we do have a huge base of customers who say, Ariel, I do tees, I do t-shirts, I do jeans. That is what I do. I'll never try to change what you do. I may say, try to put this scarf on, see if you want to jazz it up a bit. And if there's a hard no, then it's a hard no, girl. Let's choose some color, whatever you need for your tees. Those will run you anywhere between, say $15 to $32, depending on what kind of tee it is. There's a range, and that was just to show you a range. But we also have, so are we talking trendy dresses? So in a trendy dress, you can do a basic bodycon, right? Or a basic maxi that really doesn't have much to it, right? And just the classic. So that can run anywhere from, same thing, $18, but it can go up to $68, depending on what kind of maxi or what kind of dress it is. So it really all depends. We do same thing like denim. If you're, want to, if you have a little bit of a budget challenge and you're like, Ariel, I don't spend more than $40 on jeans. Cool. We have the $32 jean, but we also have the ones that are the premium denim, luxe denim is what they call it, right? That may be more of like $79. But typically, we carry most of it in that mid-range, $48 to $58 on denim. So we try to stay in that mid-range on many things, but we carry, the more cost-effective options, the $18, $21, but we also carry the, $78. No more than usually $125, unless it's like, this is my wedding, Ariel. Mm-hmm. I want something boutique-y for my wedding. And then that's the only way it would go more than the $125. But even the $125 doesn't usually happen often.
Mm-hmm. So your website's really nice. Would you say you have approximately the same merchandise on your website?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The only way, so sometimes you would come into the boutique and find a few things that, hey, I didn't see this on the website, and it could be because you didn't, right? And so those can be a few different items. Either they came from someone who created it, and usually when they create it, then we have to photograph it. So we may not have the images to place it on our website, or sometimes things that are unique and that show up at the boutique, and we have makers sell it and stuff like that. They go before they even make it to the website. So there is a small selection of things that you might find in the boutique that's not on the website, but for the most part, most of it you will find on the website.
Okay. And I was wondering, if we order online, can we pick it up at the store?
You can at this point. So we're exploring an option with the supplier that we have for our website, where we can set it up electronically, and that transaction can happen when the customer checks out, where they'd say, okay, I choose to pick it up. And when I pick it up, this will be the date, calendar, time. So we're working on that feature, but right now it's not active on the website. But what they always could do, and what I do want people to know, and I try to share this with the customers on lives and social media and stuff, that you can always work directly with me. So if you say, oh my God, I'm local, I do not want to pay the $7.95 shipping because I live down the street. Mm-hmm. I am literally like an open book, so much so that I give my personal business cell phone number to everybody. It's, call me like you call your cousin, right? And so I had a number of customers who said, hey, Ariel, I love this. I want to order it, but I don't really want to, ship it. So then we make arrangements for them to be able to pick it up. I just give them a code so they can bypass the shipping on the website. But soon it will be active where they won't even have to reach out. They can just, choose that as an option.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like you have anything new coming up?
So, oh God, this is such an exciting time. And it's an exciting time because it almost feels brand new again, right? Scary, but it almost feels brand new again. Mm-hmm. We're now having an opportunity to say, okay, what were some of the things that we intended to do, but life moves so fast and things move so fast, so we never got a chance to do it. So we are for sure going to start vamping back up on events in the space hosted by us. So for sure, we believe we'll be ready to start really doing that in the fall, for the fall during transition season. So for us, that starts mid to end of August. Where we start getting people to transition and help them to slowly build their wardrobe and decide what they're going to do for fall, instead of saying, oh my God, I have nothing to wear and it's September 15th, right? And so, right. And so, so those events will start to pick up. We've also decided to, okay, we're going to get back to those things that are making women or men, do what you do, right? Live your life how you want, but feel great. You know what I'm saying? And so we've decided to put on a couple of different campaigns that we're going to have locally, but we're going to transition them onto online. And what I mean by that is, one of them is we're calling them the Fly Girls of Fashion Fun Pop, right? So in the past, we've never hired a model a day in our life, right? So everyone who have showed up on our social media and at events and on screen for us, they're all women who live locally and who love the brand and who just want to support, right? And they, for something, brought them here, and something about Fashion Fun Pop made them love it. And so we featured them because they love that, right? So we figured, you know what? Through and through on our website and live, let's now make that a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make it a thing where everything local here and everybody local here will be showcased. So now, as we photograph more, all of the new photographs that will pop up, new arrivals on the website, and this will be starting with we're slowly putting them in there. But as for fall, everything new that comes in that we photograph and put on the website will be someone who's going to be a fly girl. So they'll come in, they'll do some time where they'll photograph and things that they feel great in. They'll be featured on our social media. They'll be featured on the website. And then they'll get, of course, we'll hook them up for it. So like, they'll get like credits for their time. Even though like everyone has always been like, oh my God, Ariel, no, we'll go ahead and do it. But we do want to give some kind of incentive. And just because, maybe the pandemic really did give you a hard blow and you can't really afford to spruce up your wardrobe for fall, but you love fashion. For sure, they could come through, bust a few moves on us. We'll showcase them, and they can still walk away with a piece that they love from the boutique. So, like, that's one of the fun things that that we're planning to do for our new transition season coming up. And so, we just want now, for moving forward, our events and campaigns that we do wanted to all be circled, around to like, what's new. Maybe a lot of people, globally or don't know about Whitman, but they will. Right? So Whitman and the surrounding towns, because we do have customers who shop all locally down here. And so I just want to showcase that. And I want my girls to be able to rock it and feel good. They go onto the website and they see their face. Right? So that's the thing that we're gearing up to do for our transition season.
I can't wait. That sounds incredible.
That's fun.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like us to know?
Just pretty much. Yeah, pretty much that we're just still here. I know we've gotten because I know our model is very different from, what many are used to. You're used to you see a boutique there, you think you can just walk in at any time, and you just think that there'll be people there. Somebody will just stand there while you walk around the store and then you check out. So our model is just so different. So, but what's hard with that is to, really get the word out there that no, we're still here. We just operate a little differently. You may have to reach out to us for an appointment or to say, like I said, I literally give my, business cell phone out there. And I have a number of local clients who text me, hey, Ariel, any way I can meet you at the boutique tonight, and it's like, oh, for sure. I can have so-and-so watch the kids, or hubby's working, I can head over there. But usually it's by appointment, but those last minute things are just fine too, because I have nurses. Like I have nurses who sometimes they work late. They'll like, I don't really want to make an appointment because I don't always get out on time, So I just really want people to know that we're still here. We operate mostly by appointment. For sure, you can walk in on a Saturday or just reach out. Or if you see the light on, girl, knock on the door. You're not bothering me, right? So I just want people to know that we're still here. Maybe our presence isn't here, Sunday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Maybe that's not here, but we are here. And we're still here for you in the way that we've always been.
Well, that's great. I'm so happy you were here. And,
Thank you.
It's been great to see you. I hope we see you again soon.
Oh, it was so good to see you as well. And thank you guys for thinking of me. I appreciate you.
Oh, it's been so long. My gosh.
I know.
I know. But, all right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And thanks to everybody who watched us in Whitman and Hanson. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.